The Small Business Saturday campaign launches again tomorrow to highlight the success of small businesses in Cardiff and to encourage more people to shop locally.
Small Business Saturday is now in its third year. It's something that's obviously it started out in the States, but it's been brought over to the UK and Wales 3 years ago. And it seems to have grown every year and become bigger and bigger. I mean, last year I think they said across the UK about 64% of consumers were aware of it. It's obviously got a lot of recognition out there. And the aim of the day is to encourage people to go out there and support the sort of small businesses on the high street, the independent shops, the people who are there week in, week out. But it's perhaps our attention turns to them a little bit more at this time of year.
And why is it important to support small businesses?
I mean, if you look at the small businesses on a high street, they help to make each high street individual. It's really important. I mean, if we heard a lot about the sort of clone town sort of issue where all the high streets become the same, and it's those sort of small independent businesses that really do help make Cardiff different from Bristol or Swansea or anywhere else, and they are the unique businesses that provide something a little bit special, something a little bit different, I think. And it's something that we do at the FSB. We want to support people to buy local and support their local small businesses.
In terms of Cardiff, why is kind of making it maybe more of a local scene important for the city?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's when you're supporting a small local business, that the money you're putting into that local business goes back into the community. I mean, essentially, we know from looking at sort of other things in terms of when we look at where money is spent, that it's more likely to be recycled in the economy if you shop locally. So that's a really important part of it. And it's about also having a vibrant city as well. And if you go into the arcades in Cardiff, you'll see a huge variety of really great businesses and a lot of really niche businesses that really understand what they're selling and can provide a service that perhaps you can't always get in some of the big high street chains.
And what's tomorrow's campaign all in aid of?
Well, it's about promoting the work of small businesses on our high street, really. It's just that one day of the year where we have an extra special focus on our small businesses. And as I'd like to say, the small businesses are there throughout the year. They're not just there on one day, but it does allow us on Small Business Saturday to put a special focus on the small businesses. Some businesses which are, let's be honest, are as important to their locality as any sort of big name that you'd see UK-wide.
Do you think smaller businesses need more awareness, more campaigning to make people aware of them?
Well, if you see, the big businesses at this time of year, if you look at your John Lewis's or your Marks and Spencers, they'll have big glitzy sort of high street, big advertising campaigns on the television, which people talk about a lot. But at the end of the day, small businesses don't have access to those sort of huge marketing budgets that some of the huge multinational type firms have. But what they do have is they have a really special offer. And I think it's a nice sort of antidote to some of the things we've seen around sort of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Small Business Saturday is a time when people can get out on the high street and perhaps get a feel up as well from that sort of traditional feeling of Christmas, the enjoyment of going out and supporting local businesses, but also getting a special sort of Christmassy feel when they do their shopping that you just don't get when you're sort of hunched over the computer or turning up for click and collect in one of the big supermarkets.
So what exactly does your company do in terms of supporting small businesses?
Well, at the Federation of Small Businesses, we basically work on behalf of our members to support. We've got 10,000 plus members in Wales, and we work to support the aims of small businesses and provide sort of services that help small businesses get on with their work and run their business essentially.
The grassroots campaign will take place all across Cardiff tomorrow. This is Laura Allen from Clinician for Hello Cardiff.